serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. The 40. The 20.
You're going to make everything
10.
happen.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Kamara. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Benjamin. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on him. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
A little juke. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Off the bootleg. Jones out to his left. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown! Nick Vanette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lots of look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw, it's Murray. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11.
Here's Murray. He gets this to Davante Adams. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Davante Adams, 81 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw again.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an awful
look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
He's got him in, complete. 20. And he takes it down enemy territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty. He just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
To really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Looking deep for Adams. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken at around the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Forced out to his left. First down and much more here for Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Defense blitz, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Murray now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Murray going to throw. Being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Come on, bring it, baby.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And even 150 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Jones.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff. It's Murray. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are pouring it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now Murray off play action. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. On play action, it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
160 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Working with his 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray going deep for Hopkins.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a toss, Kamara left side. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He hits Adams, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, the 20.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Murray now on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Murray, one final try. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown. Momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.